Let's create a script to run when we open the file. You can use an open script to set up the file for the user, such as selecting a particular layout, hiding the status toolbar, toggling the window so it's framed properly, and toggling the toolbars off. We'll find out what all that means. Let's go ahead and write that script. So go to Manage Scripts, click New, type in Open, and the first step will be go to Layout. We'll choose the Form View layout. That's the one I happen to like. Then we'll go for Show Hide Status Toolbar. That's down in the Windows section, but they actually haven't caught the name of the script step up to the actual feature. So we'll move that over. It's called Show Hide Status Area. We're going to choose to hide it for everybody. But eventually when we make changes to this open script, because we'll add on to it as we're going through the tutorial, we'll make it so that the developer has it shown and unlocked, and everybody else has it hidden and locked. But for right now, this is good enough. Then we'll go for Adjust Window, which is also in the Windows section. We'll move that over. And we're going to go for the Resize to Fit. You might want to try all these choices, but I particularly like Resize to Fit. The reason is it corresponds to the screen button. And what that does on a FileMaker layout, it says go to the last object on the right, or adjust the window to the last object on the right, and the last part on the bottom. So that means you don't have any extra space. It frames it real nicely. Your window's not too small or too big. You don't have a bunch of blank space on the right or the bottom, and you don't have a scroll bar. It's just really a nice way to look at things. And the order of scripts is very important here. You don't want Show Hide Status Area below this, because then it'll adjust it for this, and then Show Hide the Status Area, and then you'll have this empty space. You want to have these things. Sometimes the order of script steps don't matter, but in this case it really does matter. You have to have, in fact, you have to have go to Layout above all that also. You have to be on the right layout, the right window size, and then you can adjust it. And then the last thing we're going to do is allow toolbars off. So we'll go and find this one. And easiest, just go ahead and type in allow. It's down in the miscellaneous section. And this refers to your formatting toolbar. And we'll see what that does in a second. So that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and save that. Uncheck it. And where you set this up to run on opening the file is File, File Options. Now you'll see already you have a Switch to Layout option here. I don't use that because I'm always setting up the Perform script on Open, and I can just set the script there. So I don't usually use this, but if you have a very simple solution, you might want to do that doesn't have any scripting in it. You could switch it that way. So we'll do Perform Script, Open, click OK. We'll go ahead and close this file. We'll open it up again, and you see it frames it real nicely. See how it's at the last object, which you can see right there. We're going to change that because I'd like to have a little room there. It's at the last part. The footer ends right there, and then the toolbar is gone, right? We can show it again if we want. And under the View menu, you'll see Formatting bar is no longer selectable. So that's session-based, that formatting bar. As soon as you close it and open it again, but if you don't have it turning the toolbar off, again, you don't have to do it once per session. So let's go ahead and fix this problem where it's too close to the edge here. So go into Layout mode. And I'm going to scroll over a little bit here. I'm going to draw myself a little line here, right about there. And I'm going to make that clear. It already is set. You can see it's not opaque. It's got an invisible fill. And then I'm going to lock it. So now the last object over here is this one, which goes right down there. It'll make a little bit more space. So if I close and open it, you'll see now it gives me a little space there, which is very nice. So here we go. We'll make this a little bit bigger just so we have more room to work with on the screen. But there's how you make an open script that will set up everything for the user so it looks really nice and professional.